Good day students. Today we are going to see about Erlang. Erlang means unit in telecommunication. In Wikipedia you can see about Erlang. Erlang, the symbol is E, is a dimensionless unit that is used in telephony as a measure of offered load or carried load on service providing elements such as telephone circuits or telephone switching equipment. Okay, it's been used to measure the carried load. Okay, how much load have been carried over through that medium. Okay, so that measuring unit is said to be Erlang. Okay, so this is defined by ITU telecommunication standardization sector. Okay, so ITU telecommunication standardization sector. So Erlang is a programming language used to build massively scalable soft real-time systems with requirements on high availability. You can expand the network. That's called scalable. Massively, a huge, enormous number of soft computing enabled real-time systems can be built, and it will be available 24/7, 365 days in a year. So who are all using this programming language? Telecommunication system, banking, e-commerce, computer telephony and instant messaging. Its runtime system has built-in support for concurrency, distribution and fault tolerance. Concurrency means at the same time. Distribution means how well versed it's been diversified. Fault tolerance means miscommunication or tolerance not to get any fault. Even if there is a fault, it needs to be avoided by that programming language. That's called fault tolerance. Okay, so simply we call this patience in human being. So as I said earlier, Erlang is a general purpose concurrent functional programming language and a garbage collected runtime system. Erlang was originally developed for large telecommunication system, but now it's been available for e-commerce, computer telephony and banking sectors. So why we need Erlang? If we want to handle large number of concurrent activities, we need Erlang, and we can share the data over a network of computers. There should be a facility to make the application fault tolerant to both software and hardware errors. There should be a facility to make the application fault tolerant to both software and hardware errors. There can be a lot of errors from hardware and software side, but the application need to face that errors and it needs to tolerate the fault. Okay, the application should be scalable. Scalable means extending further and further. This means that it should have the ability to span across multiple servers with little or no change. Without destroying the network needs to be expanded hugely. So it needs to be upgradable and reconfigurable without having to stop and restart the application itself. And the application should be responsive to the users within certain strict time frames. And this is one of the example for Erlang percentage hello world program. Okay, percentage represents command line. Okay, so if you see this program while running, it shows hello world. Okay, it just provides this functionality which is available in start function, which accessing this IO function name f write file write. Okay, so this is a command line and this is like calling the header file, and here we are giving the process to give some output. Erlang is now used in many applications, not only in telecommunication. It can be used in artificial intelligence as well as developing new kind of convolutional neural networks. And there is some more additional points regarding this small program. Okay, so percentage used to add comments. Model statement is like adding a namespace, that means header file. Okay, the export function is used so that any function defined within the program can be used. Okay, if you want any function to be exported, you need to use this line. And finally, we define our start function in Erlang. So this is also same like C, C++ and Java. There is little changes in coding part, but the algorithm never changes. Okay, so by this we shall end up this session. If you have any doubts, you can mail me at kadavul1987@gmail.com. So bye people.